Hey guys, this is Mr. H. Hey, I'm going to go over question number two from the Regents exam. I think for this one, we had about 21% of the students get it right. So basically, um, this was almost, we were just guessing on this. Actually, we did a little worse than guessing, um, this one is not a difficult one if you understand what at most means, at least means, because that'll tell you which one of these is correct. So if you look at the answer choices, they all have basically the same thing with the exception of the inequalities, right? So you can see it's A plus C, and then you have 48. And then on the bottom, you have 18A plus 12C, and then you have 650. Now, if you want to understand how they came up with these two inequalities, then you should watch this video or here because I explained to you how they came up with those two inequalities. But if you don't care about how they came up with the inequality, you just want to know how to solve this question, I'm just going to show you basically what you need to be able to do here. So let me get rid of all of this. Now, so it says the tour bus can hold at most, and I'm going to circle this word, at most 48 passengers. And then it says the bus company must collect at least $650. So now I'm going to try to draw a bus. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to put the driver. This is the driver. Now, just pretend there's 8 boxes here, but pretend this is 48 boxes. Okay. Now, if I had 15 people, we could fit all of those people on the bus because we have 48 seats. Now, if we had 47 people, we could also get them on the bus. If we had 48 people, we have just enough seats to get them on the bus. But anything greater than 48, we don't have enough room. So anything over 48 doesn't work. So that's your first thing. It cannot be greater than 48. Okay. So another way of saying that is it can't be greater than 48. We have to be less than or equal to 48. So the number of adults plus the number of children has got to be less than or equal to 48. Which one of those have that? Well, these two have that. So that means number 1 and number 3 are wrong because they just say less than 48. So they're just saying you can only have 47 people on the bus because 48 wouldn't work. But that's not what this is saying. It says at most 48. So that means we would have to be less than or equal to 48. Okay. Now let's go here and we're going to look at the second piece to determine if it's 2 or 4. So here's a pot. This is the profits. So this is the number of dollars. Now we got to make at least 650. So this bucket represents 650 exactly. So what if I only have this much money in my bucket? Is that enough? It says I have to have at least 650. Is this enough? No, that's not enough. This is 350. Let's say, how about this? Oh, that's 450. Is that enough? No. Let's say 550. Is that enough? No. What if it's exactly 650? Well, that would work because we have to make at least 650. So if we go right up to the top of the bucket, then that would be okay. What if it flowed over the bucket? What if we had more than 650? Would that be okay? Absolutely. We just have to be able to fill that bucket up to 650. If it goes over that, that's fine. We want to make more money, but we have to make at least 650. So now, what does that mean? Let me get rid of all this. That means we have to be greater than or equal to 650, right? This one is said, that's what this one is saying. When you add up the amount of money that you get from the adult ticket sales, and when you add up the amount of money from the children's ticket sales, it should be greater than or equal to 650. That's what this is saying. And this one is saying this one is saying it's got to be less than or equal to 650. That's not what we want. So this is not the right answer. So question number 2, the answer is choice 2. And I hope that makes sense. This means at least, and this means at most, right? So that's it. That's how you do it. And I'm going to stop and post this.